Hi friends, my name is Annika, and in this video I will be showing you what I'm bringing for our 2025 California Blacktail Deer season. I'm filming this on my broken iPhone camera, so if you hear some clicking noises in the background, that is totally my broken camera, and I apologize for that. It's all I have to film with right now, so just bear with me. I forgot to film the intro while I was actually out filming the video, so I'm filming this a week or so later. So sorry for that too. This is my first video I've ever made. It's a rough one, not gonna lie. It's pretty bad, but I gotta start somewhere, so we're starting here with this one.
Bear with me, y'all. I just got done with a 4.5 mile trip. I changed into my comfy clothes, and that's why I'm looking a little haggard. But I wanted to show you everything that I brought on this trip. It was just one overnight trip, so I've learned from last weekend that I bring slightly different things if it's just an overnight trip versus 4 or 5 days of a trip. I bring a lot less stuff because I can handle not needing as much, like extra clothes and / pajamas. So first off is my backpack right here. It is the Stone Glacier Sky 5900. My trekking poles, they just live there because I don't want to ever forget them. And surprisingly, all of this fits in there, and I will record myself putting it all in there after I'm done showing you everything. Alright, so the first thing that goes in is my sleeping bag, and this is the Outdoor Vitals Mummy Pod, I think, 0 degree. Yeah, the Mummy Pod Stormloft 0 degree. I really like it. I've never been cold with it. I bought this so I could eventually use it with a hammock, and this is the first year that I am attempting to use a hammock, which is what this guy is right here. I just bought a cheap one from Walmart because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a backpacking one for the lightweightness if I ended up not liking it, but that's definitely something that I'm going to invest in because I actually really like sleeping in a hammock over a tent, which this is what this is. This is my Stone Glacier 2-person tent that me and my husband share, and we'll bring that when we go out for 4 or 5 days, or if there's supposed to be rainy weather, because right now I do not have a rain fly or tarp for my hammock. And then this is my sleeping pad for when I'm sleeping on the ground. It's in this container because I brought that stuff just in case, and I left it in my car depending on the weather and if I wanted to change how I slept. And then I have a gallon of water in here that I've drank out of for the last 2 weekends. Okay, next is my clothing. These are my boots that I currently have. They are on their last legs. I really need to get new ones because they're starting to hurt my feet. But they are the Under Armour Hoover Storms, I think. I bought them years ago. This will be their 4th or 5th season now, so they have quite a few miles on them. And I'm definitely going to upgrade to some crispy Laponias. I just haven't been able to buy that yet. Camp shoes, just some Hey Dudes, super lightweight. I like them more than Crocs, that's why I bring them, and they're comfy. I actually did my water crossing in these because I didn't want to get my shoes and socks dirty. Always bring a hat because blocking out the sun when you're glassing or to hide it over your eyes when you're trying to take a nap is nice. And then my jacket that I brought is the Outdoor Vitals. I forgot what this one was called already. Adventure jacket. I have had this jacket for 5 years now, and I really like it. I also have a Sitka puffy, but I like this one a lot more because it's lighter. I like the material a little bit more, and it keeps me honestly way warmer, despite it being half the price of the Sitka jacket. And then I just have my shirt that I wore, just a t-shirt. And then my pants, I wear King's pants because they have tall sizes, and I'm a tall girl, so I like not having high waters when I am hiking around. This is my water filter. It's just a Platypus Gravity Works water filter. I really like it. It's super easy to set up. You just fill the dirty bag, which is this one. They're labeled dirty, clean, so you don't accidentally mix it up. You just fill this up with water, and then this hose connects right here, which connects to the filter here, and they make it easy. Tells you which way it flows. Then that connects to the bottom, and this screws into the clean bag, so you will put your dirty bag up high and your other one on the ground or whatever, and gravity will filter it through. And then once it's done filtering, you can hang this one up, detach this one, and then you just have a bunch of clean water. Each bag holds 4 liters, so it makes it really nice when you have a lot of people. Because what I usually do will fill up before the dirty bag, then I'll filter it all, and then I'll fill up the dirty bag again, so that way I have 4 extra liters of water, because we go through it pretty quickly. But when I'm by myself, I just fill the bag up once, and then let it filter, and then I'll fill up my water bottles and eat my food with just that, because I don't need as much water, nor do I want to be packing it around. So, let me put this away. And just roll it up and shove it back in its stuff sack. My first aid kit, this is modified. I bought this just because it was small, and it helps me keep me organized. But I don't keep everything that comes in here, because this is everything that comes in here. In here, I'll take most of this out because you don't need, where's the Band-Aid things? You don't need 24 Band-Aids, hopefully. And I add a little bit of more stuff in here. This one actually has a survival blanket that honestly takes up most of the weight in this and bulk, but I don't know, it's better to have it and not need it. But I have some Band-Aids, some moleskin, some ibuprofen, some acetaminophen, alcohol wipes, like Neosporin ointment, like Benadryl. I have floss in here because floss is really nice if you need to sew anything. It's pretty strong. And then I also have some extra feminine products that just live in here. My bino harness. Usually I have a Badlands harness that doesn't have a rangefinder attachment. It just has a big main pouch and it's magnetic, which I really like, but I'm trying out the Stone Glacier one to see if I like this system a little better, because most of the time I put everything in just the main pouch, including my phone tripod attachment, which is what my phone's on currently, and it just gets really cluttered in this pouch. So I wanted to try this because my husband got a new bino harness, so I field tested this one, I like the idea of it, but I don't think this is the bino harness for me. I don't like how narrow the neck straps are, and it kind of cuts on my neck, but I only have my binos in here and my phone in here, so it's easy. I put my tripod attachment in the top pouch of my backpack, my rangefinder, and then there's a little pocket right here that I have all of my tags and licenses. So yeah, I like how light this harness is though. That's really nice. Next is a pair of socks, and then I tucked an extra pair of underwear in here because it's really nice to change socks and underwear. My toiletries bag, I just keep this in the top of my bivvy as well. I have some baby wipes and toilet paper, my glasses in case something happens, at least I'll be able to see. Yes, I bring a tube of mascara. I feel like I look like a boy if I do not have mascara on. My vitamins, and then in here I have a little stick of deodorant, my toothbrush, a contact holder, extra contacts, contact solutions, a little contact solution thing, and then more feminine products. And I always bring those just in case, because you never know, even if I'm not gonna be doing that, it's better to have them and not need them. Okay, so next I guess I'll do my food. This is what's left over, so this isn't all of what I bring. Usually I'll bring half a backpacking meal per night that I'm out there for dinner, because I cannot eat a whole package backpacking meal in one sitting. So I'll just split it in half and then put it in a quart size Ziploc bag and write how much water I need on here. But to this trip I brought Riley's jerky, teriyaki flavor. This is legit the best jerky ever. Just some Backcountry Blast, Mountain Ops Ignite. That's also the best flavor that they make. Some Cheez-Its, a thing of ramen, just in case I need something or I'm hungry. I brought quite a few Rice Krispie treats, some dried apricots, which I'm going to keep those out because I'm going to eat those on my drive back. A Built Bar for every day. I'm trying to look through my trash in here. Oh, electrolytes. That's a huge thing. This trip I brought some Liquid IV electrolytes, which are not my personal favorite, but it's all I had at my house. I personally like the Mountain Ops Hydrates and Element, but I didn't have time to go to the store. So that's just a basic bit of food, and then I'll keep in my hip pouch on my backpack some little snacks like almonds, maybe a few pieces of jerky, some like fruit leather rolls, and then my jet boil. It just has everything that it comes with, and then I keep my canister of fuel in here too, just so I don't accidentally leave that, because if I don't, then I'm having cold water dinner, and I don't enjoy that. These are 2 water bottles I bring, just an Nalgene water bottle. Usually I'll bring a Hydro Flask, fill it with ice, and I'll have ice, but this year I'm trying to cut as much weight as possible, so I transferred to just a plain Nalgene, and then a plastic reuse trash recyclable water bottle. Then I'll put my electrolytes and my Ignite in here, so that way it's not getting this all weird flavored, and it keeps this just a little bit cleaner. Sometimes I'll have like a taller smart water bottle, but this is just what I had. My Garmin, this is probably my most important piece of gear that I have. This is the mini InReach. It has SOS capabilities. I can text people on it via satellite. Highly, highly recommend everyone have one of these, especially if they're going out into remote areas. Definitely worth buying a subscription plan for it. I think I'm paying for the $14.99 a month plan, and I get some text so I can text people, and obviously the SOS comes with all of the plans, but definitely recommend because it could save your life. Okay, my little dry box that has things I definitely don't want to get wet in it. I keep my Peaks headlamp in here and the extra battery, but if I'm going out hunting at night or I'm walking at night or I think I might be out at night, I'll put it in my top of my bivvy or in one of my hip pouches, depending on which I prefer, so that way I'm not having to dig through everything, or most of the time I'll leave this at camp with me and I won't have it. Chapstick because my lips get really dry out here. A lighter with medical tape wrapped around it. Some fire putty. This is actually Outdoor Vitals fire putty that came with my sleeping bag. I've never used it before because I'm stubborn and I like making fires the hard way. My charger for my headlamp batteries, an Anchor charger bank, a cord to charge my Garmin, and then my phone and my watch chargers. And what I just discovered is this is connected to the actual hammock, so I'll put my chargers and stuff in here and flip it over me, because where I slept last night had tons of mosquitoes, so I totally enclosed myself in the weight of all that stuff in here. Kept me sealed in, so I got no bugs. Next, we'll go with my glassing pad. This just gets strapped to the outside of my backpack. It's nice to not be sitting on pokey rocks and stuff. This is from Stealthy Hunter. What I like is that they actually incorporated Blaze Orange in it too. Just in case, it's always good to have orange when you're packing an animal out, or make you seen if something happens. My spotting scope, which attaches to my tripod, which you can't see right now because I'm recording on it. And then this is my kill kit. I have game bags from Muley Freak, and then I also put some paracord in here. Stole that from my husband's backpack because I wanted to try tying up my hammock, or my sleeping bag on the outside of my hammock this trip. I ended up not doing that because the bugs were terrible. And then the rest of my kill kit, which has a goat knife, some zip ties for attaching a tag, a pen to write on the tag, extra blades for my knife, a little Gerber multi-tool. It has pliers in it, which is nice, some gloves, which is most of what's in here, and then at the bottom I have a couple O-rings and various size hex keys that actually go in right here on this knife. So I have something to adjust my bow or whatever else, my rifle, or something that is broken, I can tighten it, or whatever. And the O-rings I would use for my water filter. But yeah, all of this just lives in that bag, and I think that is everything. On my longer trips, I usually will bring a little bit more food, and I will bring a change of clothes, so like sweatpants and a long t-shirt to change into at night, so I'm at least a little more comfy in my sleeping situation, and it keeps it a little bit cleaner, because it's nice to not be wearing the same clothes for 5-6 days at a time. But I hope this video helped you guys kind of figure out what you should bring, what you shouldn't bring, and this is what I've kind of figured out over the course of 4 or 5 seasons. I definitely still bring a few things that are comfort items. Another thing I forgot to mention is my pillow. It's an Outdoor Vitals pillow. I just leave it in the bottom of my sleeping bag so I never forget it. But these are what I like to bring. Some things are definitely comfort items, but sometimes it's nice to be a little comfortable out there. Okay, now I'm gonna put everything in my backpack. I promise you it all fits. My clothes, boots, and hats, and vinyl harness I'm wearing, and then my tripod goes right here on this side. But I got it all in there.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and it wasn't too terrible. You were able to make it through the whole video. Hopefully I can get a camera in the future and my videos aren't going to be as rough. But thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys have a great day and a great hunting season.